It's about time I showed you my updated CyberDragon deck profile. Yo, what's going on, it's your boy JP, and we are here for our CyberDragon deck profile for September 2022 Speed Duel deck profile. You know how it goes before I get into my rambles and explanations, so let's get into the deck profile card list. Starting with the monsters with 3 CyberDragons, 3 Cyber Phoenix, 3 Proto CyberDragon, and 3 Cyber Valleys for the monsters. For the spells we have 3 Overload Fusion, 1 Polymerization, and 1 Book of Moon. And for the traps we have 3 Windstorm of Adequate. For the skills we're running Beatdown and Fusion Party. For the extra deck we have 3 CyberDragon and 3 Chimera Tech Overdragon. For the side deck we have 3 Future Fusion and 3 Cyber Network. So this is quite a similar build to my last one, and the strategy of this deck is to spam out your Cyber Dragons as efficiently as possible, and while doing that you're just trying to fusion summon the best way you can, basically trying to beat down aggressive push your opponent, and when you can't quite get to your aggressive push you use your other cards to stall for you to be able to aggressive push, and then you have your backup plans with your Overload Fusion, so if your push doesn't work you can push again and even harder hopefully. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You use your Cyber Valleys to stall time, use your Cyber Phoenix to stall time and draw cards, while also negating spell and traps. But then we also have Proto CyberDragon, so if you summon him you can easily go into Cyber End Dragon, or at least a little bit more easier. As I mentioned, Cyber Valley is also there to stall the game if they attack you on the field, draw an extra card, because you know we like to draw power. And on top of that we got Windstorm of Adequate, so if they attempt to attack you, then you can stop it, delaying a turn. You can get an additional draw, hoping to go into your big beast sticks. However, you may wonder why I prefer Windstorm over Barbecue. The big reason is because if we are going against someone who has a high offensive, high defense, high attack, low defense monster, you can go to Cyber End Dragon and do piercing for game, which is also why we added Book of Moon into the deck, because of we can use that as a factor. And on top of that, well, Metal Morph was semi-restrictive. I decided to get rid of Metal Morph and replace it with a Book of Moon, because Book of Moon is way more versatile and it's a much better utility card. Metal Morph, I just love the offensive pressure with it. However, you can't actually use it while Cyber Phoenix is in attack mode, so I figured maybe not the best bet for right now. In the future possibly, but for now, no. So yeah, that's it for this deck. As I said, you really just spam out your monsters, try to go into your fusion monsters as quickly as possible, Overload Fusion for the late game or just little additional pushes, and then you got the 2 skills. I know you can only use 1, however there's many game modes you can use the 2. If you're going to use the 1, just use the Fusion Party. And there's the Zane cards that you can use instead of Beatdown, but the Zane cards aren't in the simulator right now, which kind of sucks. So anyway, we're going to get on out of it, and we'll see you in the next video.